Hey there, all the gals and gals out there, and all my pals. I'm glad you could join us back here on Outfits Garage. Glad each and every one of you could make it out on this wonderful day. It's supposed to have been raining today. This is Saturday, 2 days before Christmas. I heard somebody say it was Christmas Adam. I said, never heard it called that, because Adam come before Eve, you know. Christmas Adam, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. So somebody's thinking outside the box, I can tell you that. But anyway, good to have you in here. We're going to show you a couple little things that we've done this morning. Had my old good buddy Stan holler at us and said he had some old motors that he was cleaning out an old building and said for us to come get them. And Stan, you won't know who Stan is. He's the guy that owns the little number 10 mini stock that we used to race. We've still got it over here underneath the carport. And we may get that thing back out one of these days and go race it again. But right now, it's just sitting. But anyway, I'm going to show you what we're doing here. And y'all come along as we play with some of these toys. Bringing home some more toys. Transmission, 2 small block Chevys, and a small block Ford. All right, what we have here is a C6 transmission, Ford C6. As anybody that knows anything about Ford, that's a C6, and that's a big block transmission. Hint, hint. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Probably gonna pull the 4-gear out and put that transmission in here. I'm gonna check it out real good, make sure it's good. I'm gonna pull the pan off from it. I'm gonna check wear and all that. That's been setting for no telling how many years, but that don't matter. I'm gonna pull the pan and check that, put new seals front and back if it's good, and put a new filter in it, and get it ready to go in this truck. This right here is just an old parts motor. I think it's a 305. It's basically, I don't know if we'll do anything with it other than use it for scrap iron, or we might be able to use something. I don't know. I don't really know. It's probably junk. Person could probably bore it out, you know, and vat it. The heads, I don't think they're very desirable. But anyway, it's a motor, and we got it, and I'm not complaining, because it does have a set of rods in it that we can use. Right here is another 305, and I just noticed something. Look in here. Anybody see anything missing? Yeah, that one's got something missing. It's got problems, but yeah, we're gonna clean it up. I thought about trying to spin it over, but with the looks of that, I don't know that that's going. I can make it spin over, but it looks like the head's going to have to come off of it. So no sense in trying to worry about that right at the moment, because it's got problems. Good thing I seen that before I spent a whole lot of time trying to spin it. This old motor is a 302, Ford 302. He just gave it to me too, because it was going to go to scrap. So we're going to make something out of it. Yeah, we will. Did I mention mini stock a while ago? Yeah, I think I did. But anyway, that's a 302. Mini stocks have become a thing of the past around here, and factory stocks have taken over. Well, that car, I'll see if I can get it around over here to where you can see. Sitting underneath the carport. Good looking car. Probably won't stay that way if we run it in factory stocks. But it's a really good looking car. It's a Fox body Mustang. It's got a really healthy 2300 in it right now. But we'll just have to see. I know a 302 is not primo for factory stocks, especially the way they're running now. But that'd be a starter point. At least get everything going. Then we could get a Windsor and build a Windsor for it. But that's a starter point. And just thought we'd take this thing and see if we couldn't make something of it. I'm going to set y'all up and see if I can't take a bar and see if this will turn. Hang on. All right. I've got a bar here. I don't know what that is. That's something that's going to come off from here. I know that. There it is. Got a bar here. We're going to see if we can make this turn. Hey, look at that. It's free. Really free. Probably wore out the way this thing looks. But that motor's freed up. So it just needs rebuilt. And it looks like it'll make a motor. It's just gummed up real bad inside. So I didn't realize it was. Might have a. Hey, it's building compression. I don't want to spin it too fast, or I will start. Hey, that's going to be good. We can make a motor out of that. So, yep, appreciate that, Stan. That's worth the whole deal right there. That C6 transmission is going to fit this old truck, and it's going to fix us right up. So, appreciate you, Stan. We're going to get on and do something different here, but appreciate you jumping in here. Always one sticks. Don't need that. Had clean oil in it when it had oil. Bottom end might be all right on this. Just have to see. I know the top end's got to come apart. I need to put this on the engine stand. Let me see what I can do. We're going to start disassembling this high output super horsepower 5.0. Not having to press on. Just see how bad it is. We know that this head's got to come off anyway. They've been set for years and years, almost millennia. Start again. Don't tell them what kind of shape these are in. Everybody get these up. Just showing what we're doing. This is what the valve comes off with because they're stuck with orange RTV. You wonder what that noise is? In the background, I'm binge watching a famous channel on YouTube called Outfits Garage. I don't know that it helps me, for me to watch it, but I got to play it anyway. You say that's awful vain of yourself to be watching yourself. Well, somebody's got to watch it. Now, that don't look bad. Just right there where the oil cap's supposed to be, a bunch of leaves dropped off in there. But it don't look bad at all. I think the motor was probably okay before it got set up. Let me get me something to put these in. Table. Can't see what there, can't see what goes, I'm not. Bad, I'm telling you. Got a little bit of sludge in it. Expect that out of used motors. I mean, very minimal though. Rockets look good, everything looks good. All the valves and stuff. Kind of figured that. Use a chamfer bit if you have one.
I can't find mine, it's here somewhere.
This is still
It's here somewhere.
Christmas.
So I went with a big bit, biggest
Adam.
I've got, it's
If you want to call it that, and I heard they called that the other day, and I thought it was kind of funny.
I'm just gonna touch the chamfer. Got this on the low gear. So all you gotta do. Not even running wide open. Just chamfer it.
That old oil stinks in there. Down in them holes.
Yeah.
Well, like factory stuff they put on.
And we'll and then we, raise it, get it nice, clean hole now. So, we'll do the other side just like it, we'll be ready to put it in the car.
Now, I gotta get these intake bolts out. Be right back. Oh, we need a stick.
Hi there, we're still out here in the outfit, we're working on these old race cars.
That's me.
Actually, I am, Matthew, he had to take off. Doug's gonna buy here for a while and, help me out.
I may go turn it on something else.
It's midnight on this Saturday night.
I can't play music.
In there, get cleaned up
Doesn't get monetized,
and,
which I ain't monetized, so it don't matter if I get talked about it. That don't matter, 'cause I
Go
don't-
to church anywhere, you might wanna start thinking
I
about it.
ain't getting, being
I'll get you
demonetized.
into one that actually preaches out of the Bible and not out of some book. But, that's just my advice for you in this day and time. But, let me show you what we've been doing. All right, this is what we've been doing. We built
This is an old 4-barrel
you
intake.
can see we got it all.
Say 4-barrel? Yeah, that's what
That
time,
is a stock
what people call it around my parts.
that goes on a
A
Camaro.
4-barrel.
We got it braced.
That
And,
carburetor on
got
it.
a spring on it. This is
Yeah, around these parts. A lot of people call a carburetor. That I call that sore fingers. Don't you love a stock 4-barrel intake? The EGR blocked off, even with the EGR on it. You gotta take EGR off, get the intake off, to be able to get this bolt out. I'll tell you what, when they come out with the Vortec intake, they figured finally, after all them years, finally figured out how to put an intake on one. 2 bolts, 2 bolts, 2 bolts, 2 bolts, straight down it, and it's on. Ain't none of this right here. I'll tell you. Wish they'd figured that out a long time ago. Here we are still playing with these old motors. That's all they let you run these cars. They won't let you run the new stuff. 5.3s, 6.0s, stuff like that. One class would let you do it as long as you had the iron heads on them. But finding iron heads, they didn't make iron heads but just a year or two there, or 3, whatever it was. And I don't know where you find iron heads for on LS. That's almost obsolete. So they might as well just open it up and let you run 5.3s. They can put their tuner on it, diagnostic or whatever. They can be able to find if you've been tuning on it. Unless there's a way to cheat it up, and I'm sure with racers involved, there'll be some way cheating it up. Thermostat bad. People always take his off and never put them back on them motors. I understand if you got a lift valve, but if you're putting them back in the stock vehicle, put them back on. Sure makes life easier. These rollers sure make things nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. At all. You might be saying, Russell, what are you messing with a 305 for? Well, I'll tell you, I hate to see anything go to scrap, even though it is 305. But yet, I've got an idea, and I'll have to explain that to you later. But number one thing is it's cheap, and we need some spares for these modifieds, and it's cheap. So, did I tell you it's cheap? May not be cheap to put back together, but I'm gonna put it back together cheap. So, it ain't gonna be no $100 motor. Just gonna be an experiment. My motor is relatively clean. For what it is, I don't know if it's been going through or what. From the looks of them, it don't look like it's ever been into. That stud. stuck. There it comes. That hole right there by where the EGR passage is. Well, hey there, guys and gals, and all my pals. Welcome back to Outfits Garage. I thought I'd jump in here and do a little bit of a voiceover. This little section right here, I'm not saying anything, I'm concentrating, but I wanted to do a full-length video of the teardown here of at least the top end of this motor, so you guys could just kind of come along and join in with me. So this old motor, it winds up having a little surprise here in a minute, but I think it's going to be okay. I've got some more pistons and rods, as you can see in the video there a while ago. One of the valves had broke, so but yeah, I've got some more pistons and rods out in my storage trailer, so we'll be digging into that a little bit later, but keep watching. I've got another surprise for you here in just a little bit that you're not really expecting. Anyway, join back in here and enjoy the video. And while I'm doing this little voiceover, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to each and every one of you and a Happy New Year. If I don't have another video out before Christmas or New Year's, I figure this will be my last video before Christmas. But anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. Okay, moment of truth. I always say these original ones, they good. Well, it's been into. But it don't look bad. It ain't sludged up. Of course, it's got a bunch of leaves and junk. It's just dirty from the open distributor hole. It's not sludged up, it's just dirty. Same way with the heads. They're not sludged up. Let's give this a look, see. bad. I see the reason why that one quit running. Broke valve. That's the reason why this one quit running. I'll show you the piston here in just a minute. Got a dirt dauber nest in there. Here comes old Doug. Look at that. I believe that made some racket. How about that? That's just carbon. Figured out why this one quit running, Doug. What do you think about that?
Like it needs a big bolt put in the middle of it. Seal that hole up and put her back together.
Reckon it was labor knocking? Alright, we seen this one. Got a hole in the piston. This needs, that block will probably need bored. Well, I know it needs bored, but this one here had some old junky heads. It only had 2 head bolts on it. We sprayed some oil in there, some lube, but cylinders don't look bad. That one was the worst one. Shine down in there. We're gonna blow that out, put some lube in it. Not that hard. I'm talking to myself. Now, it's some of that slow stuff. Get it from a Dollar General. That stuff will creep right on in there. Kind of slow moving. Let that stuff set and soak. Over here. This one we've already hit, but we'll hit it again. I'm gonna say this one, if it ain't got stacked bearings, it'll turn. Them cylinders look too good. I'd have never thought it in 100 years. We'll be back with you as soon as we can get a flywheel bolted on here, a flex plate. Alright, we just got a couple bolts in here. We're gonna see if this thing will turn. How about that? It's stiff. Try this little boy. How about that? I might have to put a bolt in here.
Yeah, turning.
Getting easier too. Yeah, it's getting easier. Just can't grip it. I need the bolt started on there and wheel it. All right. As you can see, it's the next morning. This will be Sunday morning. We're getting ready to go to church. But you can see where we tore the old motor down last night, or both of them actually. This one, that looks really bad, but all that is old dried carbon. It ain't near as bad as what I thought. Now that right there is bad, yeah. I have other pistons that I can put in there. We're gonna clean this up. We're gonna job a hone down them cylinders, kind of hone it real quick and see if we can't turn that motor over. But let me show you what we got done last night. We got the pan off from it. We went ahead, since it had been setting for so many years, pulled all the main caps off, pulled the rod caps off, and re-oiled them with some assembly lube. Knocked all the lifters out. This thing is in really good shape. These bearings had very, very little wear. It looked like they were brand new, actually. And oil pump looked brand new. It just, the seal had burnt out. This motor was in a fire. That's the reason why it looks so bad. All the tin and everything had gone off from it. I don't know if these freeze plugs are any good or not. I'm gonna give them a shot. But it has no wear in the cylinders, has absolutely no wear. Still see hash marks in the cylinders. So it's a little stiff right now. I don't want to get dirty. Look here, it done got dirty this morning. But it turns. And the reason it's stiff is because this back main bearing, I'm gonna get another set of main bearings for it. The back main bearing was, the babbitt had melted on it and it was kind of bunched up. So I've got to put, I'm gonna get another set of main bearings for it. Rod bearings, these right here, the rods were, my babbitt was a little bit melted. So actually I had saved a set of bearings one time. I pulled out a motor. They looked brand new. They looked just like these over here. They weren't worn into the copper or nothing. They look brand new. So, and anyway, I put 2 new rod bearings in those right there, in number 7 and 8, whatever, which it is right here, and then the main bearing. Put a new main bearing in it. Now I will pull this back out. I'm gonna look over here in my gasket kits and see if I've got a new rear main seal. If I do, I'm gonna put a new rear main seal in it because it needs it. When I do that, I'll have to pull all this, take all the rods back loose, all the mains loose, lift it up, and get that main bearing out. I mean, I have to do that to main bearing anyway, but to get that seal out because it is crusty. So anyway, I did this so that I would be reassured in my mind. I'm not too concerned with it now, but it's looking good. So again, the cylinders, they look really good. As you can see, there's nothing wrong with that. Still shiny. This motor here I thought was going to be a boat anchor. I just have to tell you. And some people probably say it still is, being a 305. But you got to understand what we're doing with it. We're wanting it for a backup motor for one of these. And it ain't going to be a primary engine, but we need a backup motor. That motor, 355, going in this car, as everybody knows. But this motor right here is being built for this car. So that motor sitting in the chassis there is just for mock-up. But that's what we're doing. And I told Matthew last night, I said, if this old motor fires up and runs good, I may just stick it in this little black car right here. And sometime before the end of the year, if we can get this one put together, I may run it. So go have some fun. That's what it's all about. It ain't all about going out there and dominating and winning and stinking up the show.
I've done that before. Yeah, you think, how's that? Well, I have. The track owner at Batesville, he told me I was stinking up the show because I was winning every night I went. So I quit for a while. And anyway, I finally got to where I was on top and nobody liked it. So anyway, that's the way life goes. But yep. Anyway, we'll be back with you here real shortly. Hey everybody, we want to say a Merry Christmas to you all, and just had Mama Outfit here with us, and sometimes I don't get to show her off very much, but this is Mama Outfit if you hadn't ever seen her. But we want to thank you and for all watching these videos that we've made this year. We've grew a lot this year on our channel, and we just want to thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. We thank each and every one of you, and we'll catch you next time. Russell here saying God bless you. Outfits Garage is saying keep a hammering, y'all. What'd I say?
Keep a hammering.
That's it.